I was laughing, but the truth of the matter is, Topuria just might be a fan. He might be really cheering for me on this fight, and he is. Every fight, every time I fight, brother, he always had something nice to say. Like it's our persona, whatever he's trying to do. I get it. I understand. We're in the entertainment business, but brother's odd. He's awkward, and just be a nice guy, bro. I think a lot of people love him if he's a nice guy. Some of the stuff he's saying is like out of pocket, but hey, if that's what he needs, he's an odd little man, and if that's what he needs, stay odd, keep odd, bro, because I want the best Ilia Topuria come October 26th.
I love that. Well, I think besides you guys fighting, I think he is a big fan of you because you've done so much for the sport of mixed martial arts. The beginning of your career and up to this point, taking dangerous fights. I mean, at what point in time you're going to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov, on a short notice, right? And then you fight Justin Gaethje for the baddest motherfucker, the belt. And you kind of went off, like we like to call them side quests. You went off and did a side quest, run that belt, and now you're coming back to the main storyline, the main campaign to, get your belt back in 145. Now, when you look at this fight, when I look at Ilia Topuria, I would say the thing he does very well is that he puts himself in the fire to fight. You look at the fight when he fought Jay Herbert, he got hurt a lot, right? He got hurt a lot, made some adjustments. When he fought Alex Volkanovski, he couldn't get to Alex Volkanovski. Ilia Topuria has to get to the right spot to be dangerous, right? If he can't get to that spot, he has a hard time. You look at the fight when he fought Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell made him miss all over the fucking place, right? So when I look at this, he has to get that right spot, then I can go. If I can't get there, I'm always going to be chasing you.
Yeah, I mean, he's good, bro. I'm not going to be here, be a hater. And a lot of people are like, oh, he did this. A lot of people like talking about like our way to the title, like with Volk, like, I give him his respect, yo. He's the champion of the world for a reason. He beat a guy that I had 3 cracks at. He did it in 1, But a lot of people, what people are mad about, and I understand it, is like the strength of his schedule getting to that fight. Like if we compared my strength of my schedule to get to the title fight versus his, it's a no-brainer. Whose schedule was harder? But at the end of the day, guys got to keep remembering that this guy had to win. That you cannot be mad at him because whatever it is, he still had to beat these guys.
Yep.
And beating people is not hard. It's not easy. I mean, it's super hard.
Yep.
And any given day, someone can win, especially in this sports of mixed martial arts. You could have an off day. You could be sick. It could just be on that day. You don't know what happens. And this sport is weird, bro. We saw crazy stuff happen in mixed martial arts. So at the end of the day, it's all respect to him, but I get to show and I get to prove, when I was his age, the way he's talking right now, when I was his age, last time I checked, I think I was younger or his age, I had title defenses already. Yep. And just win the title, I had title defenses. And when I won my first title, I turned around like pretty quick in the year to fight. Yep. I didn't wait like forever to go again. So I'm just happy, I'm in that point of where I got to fight all the guys who I watched on WEC and coming up, and now I get to fight this new generation, and I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait for it. He's one of the first new generation. He's the new generation champ. He's considered. So I go out there, I get my hand raised, and show everybody that I'm stood around.
Boom. Well, it's kind of crazy when you say the new generational champ because you're still young. You're 32. You'll be 33 soon, and the fact that you've been in the UFC fighting at the highest level for so long, and you still have 4 to 5 years left in your career. Because I know you said you stopped sparring, right? Like you stopped sparring as much in your training. Have you gone back to sparring a little bit, or are you still the same where you're like, okay, I'm not sparring anymore?
Yeah. So we've been sparring a little bit, especially with going up a weight class and fighting Justin Gaethje, brother. I was like, where get to sparring, bro? This man different. This man different, bro. We need to get back, And even with Ilia, we know he's a power puncher. We know he likes, like you said, being in the fire.
Yep.
I love being in the fire. A lot of people keep telling me that some of his best work is inside the pocket, and I'm like, I mean, I guess you guys don't watch too much of my fights because I live there. I love it. If you want fire, I love fire, man. I love going in there. I like mixing it up. Like I said, I mean, I might have a reach advantage at him, but I highly doubt it because my T-Rex arms is still incapable. Even though I'm taller than him by like what, a foot, I still gonna have not a reach. You know, his reach is like freaking. My reach is just T-Rex max, bro. I should change my name for the last couple fights of my career.
You should get
a member of the T-Rex.
You should get a shirt made like fucking Total Recall. Have you seen that movie? It's an old school movie with Donald Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
You know when he opens Quaid? Not Quaid. God, what was the guy who was in the homeboy's belly and he opened it up and his arms were like, Quaid, open your mind. You should get a shirt like that made.
Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible.
Well, you said it, T-Rex Max, so I'm just sitting here just like,
oh yeah.
Okay, now after this fight, you're gonna make a decision if you're to stay at 145 or 155. If you become the champion, when you become the champion at 145, would you be looking to go up to 155? Because you look at 145, you pretty much have beat. I mean, you could fight Alex next again or whatever it may be, right? I'm looking ahead. I'm looking at success. I'm looking at. I know you're not, but I always like to, you know, even when I'm looking at this. You've done so much in the sport of mixed martial arts. Before we jumped on here, you say you want to fight a couple more years. I told you that check's going to come when everything gets settled in court. But I feel for you, you want to go up and be, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you got the BMF belt. You've already been a featherweight champion. You're fighting this young generational stud, Ilia Topuria. I feel like a matchup between you versus Islam Makhachev could be potential down the line. And then shit, you know, you say you've been up to 185, 210. You could fight at 170 as well. Do you have any, admirations to go up and try to do the double champ? Because you'll be the first double champ. I mean, if you beat Ilia Topuria, you'll be the first baddest motherfucker and featherweight champion in the world. It's never been done before because you had Jorge Masvidal, and then I think you had Justin Gaethje was the baddest motherfucker, and those guys were not champions, right? They've never been a champion in the UFC. I think Justin Gaethje was probably the interim champion. I'm not sure.
Interim.
He was the interim champion, but interim champions don't count, so doesn't matter. If you beat Ilia Topuria, you'll be the first baddest motherfucker and actual featherweight champion. And then if you beat Islam, you go up there, you could be that. So do you have any like itch to do that, or are you just like, I'm sitting here just waiting to see what's gonna be the most profitable fight for me and funnest fight? Oh,
bro. I mean, I want to get my face edged on the MMA Rushmore next to your face, brother.
Oh shit! Well,
that's what you. And the thing you gotta do great things. You know, like you said, we had that fight booked with Khabib a while back, and they call it Islam's Khabib 2.0. So I want all the taste, you know. I want all the smoke, and it'd be an honor to fight that guy and try to edge my name in the history books, you know. But like you said, first things first is Ilia. But if I had my choice, why not? Why not be able to fight Islam? Islam never ever wanted to fight me, even when I was saying I was coming up to 55 after fighting the guy that he was supposed to fight next and stuff. He still was saying I don't know why I would fight him, but then recently his tone changed where he was like, oh yeah, if I can get past Topuria, it'd be opening to fight me. And I was like, okay, well, that's all we needed. We just needed the little crack in the door, brother. I'll squeeze my way through the rest. Don't worry about it.
You like this? Here I come. Watch out. Watch out for my arms. You get over the that big.